Well, what is going on, and welcome back to Clayton Schick Outdoors. Of course, I'm Clayton Schick. This is the beautiful, beautiful outdoors, and I am officially on the boat. Open water season for me is finally here. In the States, it seems like you guys are on the water so much earlier. In Canada and Saskatchewan, our opening day of walleye is May 5th, so we have to wait a little bit. I know Wisconsin, that area too, it's a little bit later, like May 7th-ish, I think, somewhere in there, what it was this year. But I'm not fortunate like Green Bay, Michigan, all those areas out there, right, where you get a fish early season for walleyes. My only goal today is to catch some eater walleyes, to have a good fresh fish feed, and yeah, just enjoy the day. It's beautiful right now. The wind is supposed to pick up a little bit throughout the day, but we'll see what happens. Water temp still cold, 49.23 degrees. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I have no idea how I'm gonna catch them. Nothing. It's all a puzzle right now, and we're gonna slowly put the puzzle together. No idea what this video is gonna be about at all. We'll talk a little bit about the boat, maybe fishing in general, some season plans. I don't know. We're just gonna go enjoy this day more than anything. Put the drone up and enjoy my day. Let's do it. I know I don't have the best sun angle right now, but please, 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 this year on the water, whenever you're driving the boat on pad, on speed, put your life jacket on, wear your kill cord 100 times over. And yeah, I won't always wear my life jacket when I'm fishing, but I'll always rock it when I'm driving from spot to spot on pad. It can happen so quick. When I was 20 years of age, maybe 21, I lost one of my best friends in a boating accident. He got thrown from his boat. He was the only one in there, never had a life jacket, a kill cord. And since that day, I always vowed to make sure I wear a kill cord, plus push that safety too. A life jacket or a kill cord could have possibly have saved his life that day. So let's learn from his mistakes and not future mistakes that somebody's going to make. Wear your kill cord. What a day. Let's do it. Oh, that was sweet. Casted right to that fish. That was really cool. Just kept it above him too. Is it a pike maybe? If it's not a pike, it's a big walleye, or a good walleye anyway. I don't know. Oh, it looks like a pretty nice walleye. It's like a pretty nice walleye. Just getting my net. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good first fish of the day. I said I was coming for eaters. That's too big to keep to eat, that's for sure. Oh, awesome. The wind is already starting to pick up. Try to get a little better sun angle here. I'm thinking 21.5, 22 is my guess. Oh, bigger than that. 22.5. Okay. Well, a nice chunky 22.5 to start out my day. That was awesome. Well, I normally throw a little bit bigger baits than this, but the water is not even 50 degrees. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go with something pretty small. Also, one thing to keep in mind too, like beginning of the year, a lot of the minnows, they're small, right? Whereas in a couple weeks, they'll grow pretty quick, but not necessarily matching the hatch, because I don't even know if they're necessarily eating minnows or what they're eating right now. But anyways, I wanted to start with something just a little bit smaller. Normally I throw a 3.8 inch tickle tail, but early season, I thought I'd downsize a little bit, especially if I'm gonna fish from shallower water. And like that, I can pitch out to them and then hover it above them. And yeah, that one I saw on the screen, I got my jig to them and then kind of lost them on the screen, but I just kind of kept reeling the same speed of where my jig was kind of going at, and just visualized it, right? Like the Livescope is amazing. Find the fish, cast at them, but you don't have to always just glue your head down to it. Watch your rod tip, you know, do a lot of instinctive fishing once you get your lure in that strike zone, or you know that you cast it to an area where the fish are, etc. But Pretty good first fish to start off with, and like I said, 2.8 inch tickle tail, 1/4 ounce Pendu jig from Acme / Kalen's, and yeah, pretty good start to the day, not gonna lie. Bump, 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 staying alive, staying alive. Well, the weatherman was right. Today it's gotten windy. It's been an hour since I caught that fish. It's funny, I caught one literally in like first cast. I've thrown at some smaller ones. I haven't seen much for fish in general, but I might have to switch game plans with the wind picking up. Maybe I might toss a crank on a little bit, check maybe the lee of the wind area. I'm not really sure yet. We're gonna try one more spot here with, oh yeah, it's windy. Try one more spot with a smaller jig. I might have to go to a bigger jig with it being so windy, so I don't have so much line sway. And yeah, but it got windy quick. That fish came right up off the bottom and ate. Is it gonna be a walleye or a big perch? Holy, that is a jumbo perch. Okay, if there's a bunch of perch here, I might pull the bobber out too. That is a big perch. 12.5, a gorgeous 12.5 inch jumbo perch. I know that would make good eating for sure, but I like to let the bigger perch go. I don't keep a lot of perch in general just because they're so tough on the knife. I know they're very, very good eating, but yeah, anyways, very nice fish. I watched it come up out of the rocks as I was kind of hovering my jig over. I'm considering possibly throwing out a slip bobber here, maybe with a minnow or a night crawler or something like that. We shall see, but yeah, so far a little bit tougher. Jeez, seriously? You're just reeling in and a fish hit it on the way in. A perch. Aha. Aha, there's perchies down there. That's a fish. That's a fish. 8 feet of water, pulling a crank. It's a little guy, but it's a fish. Well, thought I'd try a crank for a little bit as well. So far I've got fish on a couple different baits. I was hoping to maybe find my crank on the live imaging, but I can't pick it up. I think I have too much line out. I'm trolling just a shallow crank though, and only 5 to 8 feet of water. I'm using the Kraken, going 1.6, 1.7 mile an hour. And right now I just hit 5 feet and I started to bang the rocks. So I know I'm getting down about that 5.5 feet-ish. I probably want to be in about 6 to 8 feet of water. Just trying something different, just covering some water and seeing if we can maybe find some fish like this. If I can find them stacked up somewhere, then I'll grab the tickle tail again and pitch out a little bit. I'm gonna anchor lock here for a little bit. I'm starting to see some more fish in front of me on the Livescope, and I'm gonna toss out the tickle tail a little bit. Haven't ruled out trolling yet. We still might try a little bit more at some point, but we shall see. Come on. Nice. Well, we just got to keep working. Just got to keep working and we'll get these fish. Oh, it's a pike. It's a pike. No wonder he was so easy to catch. It was a pike. Well, it's a fish anyway. That's my third different species today. Let's get you unwrapped, get you unhooked, get you back. That would actually be a pretty good eater too right now, this time of year, nice and cold. Well, just a multi-species day. A couple walleye, a couple perch, a northern pikefish. Life's good. Dropped right on top of those fish, but it's small. It's small. It's really, really small. It's windy, and I don't know, I'm thinking about changing up program a little bit. Maybe try the other side of the lake and the lee of the wind a little bit. Little guy. She's tough go right now. I still have got 0 fish in the live well. And obviously one of my goals today is to catch some fish to cook. I think I've been fishing for about 3 hours. That GoPro will actually tell me, yeah, 3 hours, 7 minutes. Lots of time. Jigging a minnow. Strikes. Just dragging along the bottom slow. This one has a little bit of weight to him. Oh boy, oh boy. That is not an eater. That is not an eater. That is definitely too big to eat. It's bigger than my first walleye of the day. Easy girl, easy girl. I'm not looking for the bigger ones. I'm looking for eaters, but I'll take it. I'll take it. That was a horrible net job. Horrible net job. I'll say it's a horrible net job because it's so early in the season. That's a nice fish. The jig in the minnow strikes. Okay, hook out. We'll measure it first. That's a pretty nice fish right there. 27 inches. Yeah, wow. Okay, so I've caught a couple walleye. Some definitely way too small and some definitely too big to eat. Looks like a spawned out female for sure. Beautiful 27 incher. Well, thank you, girl, for coming to play with the old jig in a minute. See ya. It is still windy. I didn't see that fish on Livescope, to be honest with you. I saw a couple smaller marks and I cast out and I just working the jig back along the bottom very, very slow. I'm thinking a lot of these fish are tight to bottom. With that fish though here, I might anchor up a little bit here with the Kraken, the anchor lock, which it is right now, but I might just stay for a little bit and pitch the jig and the minnow out. All I did was take off my paddle tail off of that Pendu jig. And it's still a 1/4 ounce silver Pendu jig. And yeah, like I said, I just took off the paddle tail and put the old jig and the minnow on a little bit. 27 incher, nothing wrong with that. A lean 27 incher, but that's to be expected post spawn anyway. Well, she has been a grind, a big grind, but we're gonna go try another spot. The wind kind of seemed to calm down a little bit. It's not as gusty as it was. We're just gonna keep searching for the magical spot. We're still looking for some eaters. That's the whole goal, some eaters. And instead I've caught a 22.5 and a spawned out 27 incher. It's all good. Just love being out here. It's all good. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, I found one really shallow in 5 feet of water, but it's tiny. It's okay, we'll keep looking. We'll find some eaters. I ain't scared. Oh geez, I just casted the bobber out and got picked up right away. That was fast. I thought I'd throw the bobber out with the little minnow and have a little snack here. This fish isn't a snack though, that's for sure. Send the eaters. I am using a new little bobber setup here, which I'll talk about here at some point, I'm sure. I think I'm actually going to give some of these bobber setups away in this video too at some point as well. Okay, let's see if I can have my snack. Oh, bobber down. Changing head camera battery. Bobber down. We need some eaters, and these ones aren't them at all. Whoa, tiny. Wonder if that's all that's up here on this little flat, is small ones. Oh, fish just come up. Watch it on the live imaging come up and smoke the minnow. Little bit better, but still not what we're looking for. I'm gonna fish for a little bit more with the bobber and then go back to some other methods. I'm gonna do a quick little giveaway with this new bobber though that I'm using from Kalen's. Oh, perfect. Thank you. That was awesome. Okay, toss this out. hopefully catch a fish, but hopefully not catch a fish, and give these 2 slip bobber kits away. So Kaylin's came out with a new kind of slip bobbers you can see here, and they actually have kits. A lot of times I get messages that's like, how do you rig up a slip bobber? Well, what's nice with these kits is they show everything right here and explain it. So everything you need to rig up a slip bobber is actually in these kits right here. There's a 1/4 ounce size and a 1/2 ounce size. They have little slip weights, barrel swivels, jigs. These ones right here, like these are 1/16 ounce and these are a 1/8 ounce. Little barrel, like I said, barrel swivel, the bobber itself, and yeah. So I actually have some separate bobbers too. I think my bobber's down. Yeah, Clayton, pay attention, because even though you want to give some bobbers away, you got to catch some fish. I do have some other bobbers that are separately. You can get the bobbers without the kit. So what I'll do is I'll throw in an extra bobber with each kit, so you have enough there to even rig 2 at once if you want. So the winner will win 4 slip bobbers, basically, or 4 setups. Still got a jig there, and cast it out. Yeah, so the winner will get actually 4 setups, because there's enough slip bobbers, or slip bobber knots, what's it called? I'm having a brain fart here. I'm having a huge brain fart here. Bobber stopper, there we go. There's extra bobber stoppers, weights, barrel swivels, jigs, etc. So I will toss these things all in the giveaway there. Just comment below with usually what lake doesn't work, because people don't want to give their lakes away all the time. Comment below how big of a walleye you're going to catch on these slip bobbers, or are you going to catch a perch or a crappie or whatever. Just comment below. All the comments below in this video, doesn't matter what it is, will be entered in the video. Just one comment a person, and yeah, we'll do a random giveaway and we'll draw the winner. Don't fall for any scams. I'm not going to ask you for any money to ship them to you. I'm going to pay for all the shipping, so don't fall for any of the scams that are out there. Usually YouTube is starting to monitor that stuff, but you'll see me actually in a future video announce the winner for these slip bobber kits. It's been a while since I've done a video, like a month, so I'm a little word jumbly. I'm a little all over the place. I'm out of practice. Fish going up to the bobber. Right there. Come on, take it down. Take it down. There it goes. There it goes. Bobber down. Easy peasy. I am hammering the little guys. Like, it's not even a question about catching fish right now. Getting a little bit closer to an eater, but not close enough. Okay, one more fish here, and then we're gonna move and look for some bigger ones. We can still throw a slip bobber out wherever we go, but I just think that I found the nursery right now. Oh, I was checking emails and bobber went down. Okay, yeah, that's settled. Let's go somewhere else. Lots of fish here, but not what we're after. I have to go through my other rod yet too that I'm using on the soft plastics and that jig. But this rod is a 2B Fishing Genesis Precision Shooter. This rod's actually made for slip bobbers like this. Has a little bit bigger eyelets like this, so that word I had a difficult time with before, that bobber stopper can slide through the eyelets a lot better. And it's a moderate action too, so you can kind of reel and bring all of your line out of the water and kind of load the rod a little bit before you set that hook. It's made for a slip bobber. You can get away with a lot of other rods. Obviously, a moderate action rod is better, but you can use a fast action rod. Just sometimes keep all your line out of the water when you're kind of reeling it all up. So because what happens is when you reel in the line, the water is creating that extra tension on that line, and it starts to load that rod a little bit. So try to keep your line up, and then load that rod just a little bit before you set it. But anyway, 2B Fishing Genesis, and this one is a 7.5. I have a longer one too, but I think I like the 7.5 for slip bobbing. I still have to find some taco fish. Here, taco fish, taco fish, taco fish. Like, fish tacos are just amazing. I'm pretty sure fish tacos should be their own food group. One more announcement before I forget. Sunday, May 19th, there is a little online tournament that's hosted by Walleye Mafia at Lake of the Prairies. Carter and I won that tournament last year. It is on the Fish Donkey app. I'll put all of the information below, but come on out, take on Carter and I as we defend our title for the May-long Fish Donkey tournament on Lake of the Prairies. And after the tournament, I think the tournament is, I want to say 8 to 4, I believe at 5:30 at Prairie Lake Lodge at Keating's Resort area. We're going to have a little get-together at Prairie Lake Lodge. There will be food, drinks, and we'll kind of make an unofficial announcement of who won that tournament. So come on out. I'll have some merch there, some hats, some new Rambler cups, some coffee mugs, what I have left right now for t-shirts, hoodies, etc. As we start to add some more, we'll probably bring a bunch of stuff, but we'll have a little meet and greet, get together, even if you're not fishing a tournament, but still want to come out. I encourage everybody to come on out. There's a great golf course there. So maybe you want to go golfing for the day and then come out afterwards to the little meet and greet. But 5:30 at Prairie Lake Lodge. They serve really, really good food there, food, drinks, and yeah, a little get together. So see you on May 19th. There's a chance that fish stumped me and slack-lined me. Maybe. Geez, we're getting closer to an eater. What do we got? If it's over 15, it's going in the well. Oh yeah, 16 and a half. Okay. We're having fish tacos, 16 and a half. A little bit on the small side. I like to keep another inch bigger, but why am I being so picky with that 1 inch, right? Like, come on, Clayton. It only took us 6 hours and 4 minutes. Oh, balance, Clayton, to get our first eater. Life's good. Move forward here a little bit. I've got my Kraken trolling motor linked to my Echo map now, and I can just move it. Click, 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 beep, beep, beep the screen. I even have to use the remote. It's kind of nice. All I did was I anchor locked here on the shoreline, and then I just jumped myself ahead after I fished that area a little bit. Got whacked. Oh yeah, that's an eater. That is an eater. I'm more excited to catch this than I was the 27-incher. Get in the net. Yes. Went back to plastics, baby. Been a good day. An 18-inch male going in the live well to be fish tacos. Things are good. Went back to that 1/4 ounce Kalen's Pendu jig with a 2.8-inch tickle tail. I don't know what made me pick silver today. I don't know, it just felt like a silver day, silver and white. A lot of times I throw gold, copper for a head with like Arkansas shad or golden shiner, or I think it's called a copper. There's a bunch of different colors I use. Like I said earlier though too, I never use a 2.8-inch, ever. I always use bigger. But just with the water being colder, I thought I'd try something a little bit smaller. And I know I want to talk about this rod a little bit because I already talked about the rod that I use with the slip bobber. This is an Elliot rod, so same company as the 2B rod I was using. It's Two Brothers Innovations, I think, is their company. But this is a new rod that they are a line they came up with last year. This is the Identity series, and what it is they have a bunch of different rods that are specific for certain techniques. This one is called the Jig and the Plastics. It is a 610 medium light fast action for a 1/8 to a 3/8 ounce jig. This is a 1/4 ounce, so it's right in between. I would use as heavy as a 3/8 ounce on here. You could get away with a 1/2 ounce if needed on this rod for sure. And the extra fast tip just allows you to like work and twitch that bait so quickly, like they do. Like the bass guys are doing a lot of that hovering, that the jerk baits and the twitch baits up above the fish. That's the style of rod they're going to use, where they can like kind of work that twitch bait really, really nice and slow right above the fish and keep it up high. Anyways, good day. I've got 2 eaters in the boat. Now it's been a successful day. Come on. Oh, as soon as you zoom in a little bit like that, you just get so much better clarity. Wind's calming down. Thought I would just kind of anchor lock for a little bit and drop down the old jig in a minute. And I got some fish crawling down there, and I got another eater. Well, it hasn't been hot and heavy, but I got another 18-incher for the live well right there. Come on, get over here. Come on, right here. There's my last eater right here. Oh, it's a little pike. Little pike. Well, that will wrap up my day. I fished for a total of 8 hours. Things were good. No complaints at all. I did only get my 3 keepers. I never got my full limit, so that must mean fishing was bad. I caught a pile of fish, like as in lots of little guys. I caught a couple decent ones, and yeah, it was a great way to start the open water season. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, get outside.